Shalom, this is Nathaniel from the Holland Camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, that belongs to the apostles, the elders of great millstone that teach and rule well among many other things. And peace and salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad in the four winds of the earth, out there in the highways and hedges and pushing truth and sincerity. Shalom. Alright, so going into this video, alright, a lot of things is changing rapidly, real fast. Okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is about to implement a system that he already has set up. Okay, which he's gonna pretty much gain more control over the people. All right, everything is done through gradualism, and eventually he's going to make it mandatory. Okay, and we all know the C to the hip, the C hip. Okay, the R to the I to the F to the D. All right, concerning the, the M-A-R-K to the B-E-A-S-T to the B East. Okay, as it talks about in Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. Go look it up. And the reason why we say it like that, because there's a taboo. We've been telling this for quite some time now, through the spirit and the power of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, concerning the times that we're in. All right, because it's also a thing called the famine of the word, and we see it happening, more and more rapidly. So as the time progresses, you will see less and less videos concerning this. All right, because they're going to set up even more algorithms, AIs, to pick up things, okay, to so-called violate, so whatever freedom of speech, what the truth nowadays is considered hate speech. So, all right, so this article, it says here, 2023, the ABCs of the CBDC, the Great Resets, and more centralized control. If you want to understand modern CBDC, it may be worth considering the context of history, the philosophy of man, the math of debt, and the geology of gold. Okay, and everything that you see going on is going into a cashless system. Okay, we're going to be able to track and control everything that you do. And the thing is, a lot of people don't understand that now anything that's being talked about, playing ball, about the jump shot, talking about Maxine, that lovely song, right? If you speak against it, it's like it is worser than being considered a terrorist. That's what they're talking about now. It's lucky for that. Okay, so it's being considered worse than being a terrorist. All right, why? Because they have an agenda and they're rolling it out, which we're going to grab scriptures concerning that as well later on in this video. So it says here, when broke, debt soaked developed economies suffering from years of fantasy money printing to solve fatally rising debt levels collide the history blind and economically ignorant policymakers. The end result is always the same. Liberty sinks, currencies die, and control rises. And that's ultimately what they're doing. Okay? They have taken away the golden standard, right? And they are printing money, which, for example, back in the day when money had, was backed up by gold, you had Russia that was printing American money, and it looked better than the American money. The only thing is that the serial numbers of the money that was printed, it's not traceable, so it's counterfeit. So they made counterfeit that look better than the actual money, right? America would rapidly attack that source concerning that um, fake money being printed. Why? Because it's an attack on the economy. Okay, so they would right away stop it from happening, right? But now, since 1980s, also with Europe here as well, they took away the golden standard, and they're printing money just like if Russia was doing it. So they're hurting their own economy by printing money, which is causing an inflation, because when you print a whole bunch of money into a system that's backed up by nothing, then it's going to cause an inflation. Okay? And that's what's happening right now. And it's done purposely. Why? Because they want to create a new system, which they already have set up, which, this article is going to go into. All right, so it says here, this is not sensationalism, but a toxic evolution of economic, political, and psychological patterns seen throughout time. Sadly, our times, as well as a global abundance, convergence of weak leadership are no exceptions. And the leaderships is controlled by these central bankers, man. These so-called elites. Okay. It says here, or state more simply, inept financial and political leadership leads to even more dangerous financial opportunists and tyrannical policies masquerading as efficient solutions. Okay, and they're doing it on purpose because, as it says here, Revelations chapter 13, verse 15, this is the times that we're going into. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, and it is gradually going there rapidly, because with this system that they're going to set up, if you say anything against the government, anything against about these leaders, what they have being set up for it to be done, those same people, your money on online, which is what do you call it, the CBDC. Okay, it could have a time limit to where you have to spend it within a matter of time, otherwise it will run out. Also concerning if you say anything bad, they will deduct money or take all the money, right? They're gonna make you suffer, and this is where it's going. Okay, and eventually it's gonna lead to where people continue doing that. You're gonna ultimately pay the price. Okay. A lot of people may hear it and not believe it, but when the time comes where they will see it, that's when they will understand that there was a prophet among them. Okay. It says right here, toward this end, the evidence is literally everywhere, left, right, and center. The inevitable Klaus Schwab type, nowhere is such will to power, opportunism, and fantasy, centralized solutions more exemplified than in so-called Great Reset. Authored by the head of the World Economic Forum, which I'm not going to really say his name, like all opportunists and historical as well as current type, like the IMF, the BIS, and the Fed, the White House, the European or British Parliament is exploiting a crisis to enhance control while appearing humanitarian and visionary. Okay, and that's correct. That is absolutely correct. These people are exploiting. They're causing a problem, and they're bringing a solution. Like they're actually there for you. They ain't there for you. And this disgusting piece of shit that you see in the picture, and you gonna find out. You gonna find out the hard way. You don't want to listen. You're gonna find the hard way. Find out the hard way. All right. We've seen the demo Gagu movie before in Italy, France, Germany, Spain, Yugoslavia, Cuba, China, Russia. In each example, from the 1780s to the 1960s to now, leaders who promised miracle solutions to financial disasters brought only centralized and disorder while erecting statues or book deals and per, uh, Parisian shopping sprees to themselves. Never let a good crisis go to waste, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're gonna cause order out of chaos, pressure from above, pressure from below. And what better crisis to exploit than to Batmade narrative of COVID? Excuse me, wrong word. Of a pandemic with its case fatally rate of less than 2%. It is known. Let me see. Not gonna read all this. Blah blah blah. You could read it for yourself. Let's see. Let's go over here. What is the Great Reset? Like most politically and financially bad ideas from what is this word? Quantitative easing to the patriot. The Great Reset envisioned by has seductive title and what is these names? Unlike current shareholders capitalism, his concept of stakeholder capitalism aims to infuse global corporate board seats with a higher percentage of special interest representation, labor, environmental, social justice. In the U.S., has a similar and indeed superficially noble and more inclusive agenda. China's leaders for life, I'm not going to say much anymore, but you get what they're doing, man. All right. So we're going to get right into it. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and they have been given power to do the things that they're doing right now, setting up everything, okay? All right? They're in their private areas, making their plans, their summits, okay, and their little secret meetings and stuff like that. They are setting up a system to pretty much do away with cash completely. Okay, everything is going to go digital. You're going to have a digital currency, okay, which leaves information from them about where you're going, what you're spending, and what you're spending it on, okay, and much more. All right, because they have an agenda to bring in the ushering of the C hip, the R to the I to the F to the D, okay, concerning the M to the A to the R to the K, B to the E to the A to the S to the T. All right, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're using gradualism because what they do is they practice it, they bring it in slowly but surely. Okay, that's what they do, man. This is Proverbs. Um, let me see. 16. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief. And that's how they are. They are the wicked. They don't get sleep unless they do something to destroy people's lives. And this is exactly what they've been doing. Just like that article said, it had a head title, Never Let a Crisis Go to Waste. And that's exactly what they do. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to try to make it any spicy, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. And that's why this whole system that's set up is to destroy the people's lives. Okay, even with the food, everything that you can even imagine is to destroy people's lives, man. Okay. This is Psalms 36 and 4, and it reads, He devises mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. And that's how these so-called white people are, these so-called elites, these leaders, okay, which are these Edomites, okay, these Amalekites that are, pushing this agenda more and more frequently to control the people, man. Because ultimately, this is exactly what he's doing. This is one of the main prophecies that are written in the scriptures, okay, what this devil was going to do. And we've been telling you guys for a long time about the things that are going to happen. But y'all joking, laughing, but now that you see the system is being rolled out, getting less and less, talk. You're sitting there behind closed doors now asking questions. Now looking into videos and looking in the scriptures, seeing, hey, these men talking the truth or what, man? Because this shit is actually happening. Okay? The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, words do not go void, man. Okay? They are going to fulfill that wherever he sent. Okay? Gone. So this is and these devils think that they're going to get away with it, but it's far from the truth, man. Okay? Because when they're going to make it mandatory, as it talks about here, I'm going to grab this real quick. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, okay, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? Now, if you want to talk about the word mark, you go into the Blue Letter Bible and you can see that the word is actually talking about a device that is created. If you go further into the etymology, all the way to Horax, and also with grapho, it shows you the thing, to insert, and what they're going to insert, okay, is the C-hip. Grapho goes into that because it's a giving of information. So this prophecy is on point 100%, man. A lot of people want to sit there and talk. No, this is actually a physical, okay, device that they're going to put within you. in your head. Okay, you can look up Neuralink. Okay, you can look up Sweden, the CHIP party. Okay, where they are buying things off of the internet with the swipe of their hand. Okay, this whole system. Okay, which pretty much is the article is going into this prophecy right here. So it doesn't matter who you are, if you're rich or poor, if you're free or not. Okay, it's going to come to a point where they're going to tell people that, hey, this is what you need to use in order for you to live in this society, because it's already being set up through blockchain. Now, if you go into blockchain, that is a whole system set up in order to monitor everything and transactions there is to do with it, whether it be for logistics, for shopping, for going to work. It's deep, man. Go into the blockchain and see what's that about. Okay, the whole system has already been set up. So a lot of things nowadays is actually cashless, man. All right. You order a pizza. Normally you pay. You could order a pizza now by just without even a transaction. Only thing that you do is you enter your thing from your bank. Boom. Only thing you got to do is just wait for the delivery guy to come and drop off your pizza, and then it's done, man. All right. But it says here in verse 16, and it reads, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. So this is a physical mark. It's not spiritual. It's not an embargo. It's not, getting with a white girl. It's not being in Christianity. It's not being in the government. It is a physical mark which goes into the CHIP. They're going to say here that no man might buy. This is a point where they're going to try to fill up their bellies, man. Where they're going to make it mandatory. Okay? Just like how what do you call that? Shamed and used the people that didn't get the vaccination. The Maxine song. Didn't get that Maxine song. They were being what is that word? Discriminated against. It's the same way they're gonna do with this. It was this is, you have no idea what they have planned, and they go by step. They cause a problem and bring a solution, and that's exactly what they've been doing time after time, man. Right? So it says here that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So they're gonna make a point of time where they're gonna make it mandatory, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636, which is 666. Okay? And when this devil, all right, is ready to fill his belly, man, this is what the Lord gonna do, man. All right? This is Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, right, when he makes it mandatory, the C hip, the R to the I to the F to the D, okay, the M to the A to the R to the K, B to the E to the A to the S to the T, man. When he makes it mandatory, this is what's going to happen. Many people are going to be destroyed. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. You see? This is when he thinks that he has fulfilled everything that he needs to do, so he can have this kingdom. Well, that's far from the truth, man. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. You see, the Most High is going to put a stop to all that shit, man. Okay? His kingdom is not going to go further than it is actually supposed to be. Okay? This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You see? And this is exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to fill his belly, destroy many people as he can so he can gain control. Okay, not realizing that this is the agenda of the Most High. This is the Most High's movement. Okay, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right. So he's not going to be able to overcome. Okay, but he's going to be destroyed while he is feeding. And that's when the time comes where, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to make a choice, man. You're going to have to make a choice for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, and even on to the speckled bird, you Israelite foreigners may look up these other nations. This is concerning you, man. Who are you going to choose? Are you going to choose these devils? Are you going to choose this devil to make your life easier? Or are you going to deal with the hardship and trust in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, which is his real name? It's not God, okay? And who you also originally call Jesus, which his real name is Yahweh Shai. Are you going to believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Are you? Are you going to trust in the process? Are you going to deny thyself? Okay, await upon the kingdom? Or are you going to get down with these devils and make a covenant with them? It's your choice, man. But I would advise you not to do it. Don't take the C-hip, man. Because if you do that, that wrath that the Heavenly Father is going to put upon them, upon America, different parts of the world, going to get destroyed, man. Thus saith the Bible. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. That belongs to the apostles, the elders of great millstone, that teach and rule well among many other things, and peace and citations to the elect that scatter abroad in four winds. Shalom.